Hey, I'm David Halka.
I'm Sally.
And today, we just got here a few minutes ago, we are in Copenhagen, Denmark. Literally just got here like an hour ago. And that is Tivoli Gardens and Amusement Park. Okay, we paid, for the two of us, 290 kronen to go ahead and get into Tivoli Gardens. It's 5:30 at night right now, and they close at 10 or 10:30, so at least we'll get our money's worth out of it. Now that's just entrance. That's not for any rides. We're not gonna go on any rides or anything like that, but we wanted to get in here and see the gardens. 290 kronen equates to, I think, about 39 US dollars. Copenhagen. Now that sounds like my kind of restaurant. It comes back up.
No steamers.
Yeah, no steamers. This is more my speed right here. Rose garden here at Tivoli. We've now left Tivoli Gardens. My personal opinion is if you're not going to go on the rides, it's probably, I don't think it was worth the price. It was cool, but it wasn't worth 39 bucks for two people, I don't think. Not as far as gardens are concerned. But what you're looking at now is Central Station, directly across the street. Like that is Central Station. There's Tivoli Gardens right there. There's Sally. City Hall Palace, City Hall Square, I should say. That is City Hall. As you can see there, Scandic Palace Hotel. We decided to walk towards Nyhavn for dinner tonight. What time is it now? It's 6:49, so perfect time for dinner. Be about 7:15 by the time we get there. That's if we don't stop at every store on the way there. This, I guess, is called Many Department Store. Very fancy, just like yesterday at Citadel in Berlin. Prada over there, Sunglass Hut. Tiffany, Cartier, Omega, Bulgari, Givenchy. Who's that over there? I don't know that one. Armani. No, it's not Armani, it's Marni. Okay, we made it in Nyhavn, and it's raining pretty good at this point. This is the nightlife capital of Copenhagen, and it's, as you can see, beautiful. It'd be a great place to watch the sunset, but no such luck tonight. And I would love to eat outdoors too, but I'm not sure that's going to happen either. We're at the end of the pier, if that's what you want to call it, of Nyhavn. Really, just a really pretty city. Back that direction is the street we just walked up, so all the nightlife is down that way. That's the Opera House, and it looks like something here. West Side Story is playing right there, so I don't know if that's a performing arts center or what. We're getting on the metro back to our hotel after dinner in Nyhavn, and man, I tell you, these metro stations, these subway stops all over Europe are so clean, so easy to get around. Probably the #1 visited tourist site in all of Copenhagen is the Little Mermaid here. It's Ariel, based of course on the book by Hans Christian Andersen, who was from Copenhagen. Check out the crowd around it. Four buses, 4 boats. Look at the full-size cruise ships in port here. This on the right here, and all the way around, is Castellet. There's Sally. Castellet, and it is an island. This looks like a moat. Basically, it is. It's a star-shaped fortress. One of the best preserved star-shaped fortresses in all of Europe. This here on that island, they also call this the Citadel, is the eternal flame, of course, and that means one person, one moment, one time, I think it was, Sally? Something like that?
One moment, one place.
Okay, that. Yeah, this is a memorial, not just a memorial, but it's in honor of those who currently serve, and I guess the eternal flame is for those who have fought and died for the country. Back side of that wall now, and you can see the all the countries that they have sent soldiers or representatives to. This is Geffian. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Geffian or Geffian Fountain. It's the largest monument in all of Copenhagen, and it is used as a wishing well. Palace, home of the Danish royal family. It's around an octagonal square here. I guess that doesn't make sense, octagonal square, but an octagon. 4 identical buildings, palaces, and it's 11:20 a.m. The changing of the guards is at noon. So I guess we'll stick around this area to see that. I just Googled who the Queen or King of Denmark was, and it's Queen Margaret. And guess what? Now that Queen Elizabeth in England has died, she's the longest serving monarch in the world. Been on the throne since 1972. That's 50 years ago. At age 31, she was crowned the Queen, so she's 81 years old now. Copenhagen Opera House across the river there. One of the more modern opera houses in Europe, and it costs $500 million US to make that. Directly across the way from Amalienborg Palace is, it's called officially Frederick's Church, but they just call it the Marble Church. John's barking at him. Oh, it's not like them. This is This beautiful building right here is just a theater and I think the ballet is there. Sally's never met a church she didn't want to go in. This is a different church now. The King's Gardens, which is basically the front yard, so to speak, of Rosenborg Castle. And that is Rosenborg Castle, just a gorgeous area here. Basically, it was the summer residence of the monarchy, finished in its current form in the year 1624. Check out these fish. Are they even in the water? That one's not. He's flopping around to get back in the water. That's the National Gallery of Denmark right there. And Botanical Gardens, which we're going to go check out. Inside the Botanical Gardens now. Very pretty. See the crane right there? Behind us is Christiansborg Palace. It is basically the head of government here in Denmark, home of the legislative, judicial, and executive branches of the government, basically the parliament. So it's the only place in the world where all three branches of the government are on the same building. We're going to climb this church spire, at least if we can. I see people up there. Here's Sally and I go. Climbing another church to the top, another church tower. This is called Our Savior's Church. We're not even outside yet. I've already bonked my head once. And this is a steep, spirally staircase. And we just saw the bell room downstairs. Oh, this is the organ. We're still not even at the top. We have to walk up the spirals outside here. But look at this view of Copenhagen so far. Ruffin, where we want to eat dinner tonight, is over there where that factory is. You can see the bridge to Sweden over there. You can see a plane coming into land right there at the airport. I think it's the airport tower right there, right in center. Christian, that one right there. This right here. This is Christiania, which we will get to in a second here. I'll tell you all about it when we get there. It just kind of peters out and it gets so skinny you can't make it anymore. We are now entering Christiania. I'm not sure I'm saying it right. Christiania. Something like that. It's literally been run by the hippies for 40 years and it's legally recognized as a free town. Apart from Copenhagen, you cannot own, basically it's squatters. It's an old military barracks or something like that, and you can live here, but you can't own real estate here. It's all community, basically. And they take care of themselves as far as the laws and street maintenance and everything like that goes. Yes, they get trash pickup and pay for water services by the city of Copenhagen, but everything else they just do themselves. says the world is in our hands. So we've now left Christiania, and of course you can't videotape in there, but there's a whole section where it says no photos, no videos, and that's the section where they sell weed and things like that. It was like the world's largest open-air Amsterdam-style coffee shop. So we're out of there now. We're heading towards dinner at Ruffin. Just arriving now in Ruffin street food market, and as you can see, it's a very industrial area, and they've made it hip again to be here and eat some street food with a great view of Copenhagen. Street barbecue and bao, whatever that is. Parmesan cheese fries, chicken wrap, pasta lab, Korean fried chicken over there. The tables are made out of 55-gallon drums. The chairs are made out of milk crates or whatever. I chose beef brisket. It may not be your traditional beef brisket. It's probably more like a Philly cheesesteak. That's what I would call it. But it equated to $2.69. So if I don't like it, I'll get another one. I'll get something else here. So smothered in mayonnaise, which would not be my first choice, but making a mess. There's just way too much mayonnaise on it, for one thing. It's just okay. It's not great. Now I gotta turn the camera off with my messy fingers.
Okay.
There you go. Sally got ravioli and potato, sweet potato fries. I tried the sweet potato fries. I don't typically like them, but they were pretty good.
They are delicious.
All right, let's do the ravioli. How is it?
Like the Argentinian food.
I like it.
Good. Now I'm getting a crepe with strawberry jam on it. Costs 45 kronen. What's that about? I don't even know. Not much. Now I got a crepe filled with strawberry jam. I'm sure this is going to be good. Yeah, very good. Sunset cruise, babe. So, yeah, Ruffin is right over there. And we're on a ferry that we didn't pay for. I don't know if we were supposed to or not.
Yeah.
I think it comes for free with your Metro card. We haven't bought one of those yet, but we probably will on the way. Once we get over here to the other side of Copenhagen, which is where we're staying, which is where the main population of Copenhagen is, on the other side of this inlet here. Yeah, we'll get on a train. It takes us closer to our hotel. But a beautiful time of night, beautiful day altogether. Off we go.
And all the flight will go down.
Oh, this is the Queen's ship.
Wow.
There's that beautiful $500 million opera house. Okay, so after, what, about 30,000 steps yesterday, something like that, we feel like we've seen all of Copenhagen in one day. I'm sure that's not really possible, but we saw a lot of it. And on my mission to reach 50 total countries that I've been to by the time I turn 59, so I've got 26 more to go in the next 10 years. We're taking the train today. Behind us is Central Station, and we're taking it over to Malmo, Sweden. So let's go. So we hope that we're on the right train. We bought round trip tickets and then started to look for our train. And we're like, oh shit, one leaves in 1 minute. So we ran downstairs. We're on it. Whether it goes to Malmo or not, we'll find out, I guess. We're in Sweden. Malmo, Sweden, my 25th country. We're here in what's known as the Little Square. And it's 9:40 a.m. but I'm surprised how dead it is. I think some of these places are serving breakfast. By the way, TGI Fridays over there. The whole town seems dead so far. Stores aren't open. Restaurants, some of them might be open, but a lot of them don't seem to serve breakfast. Say hi, Sally.
Hi.
This is Malmo Castle, a Renaissance-style castle. It was built originally in 1434. I don't think the building you're looking at was built in 1434. But I do believe what you're looking at now was still built in like the 1600s at some point. But it's not open till 11 o'clock. We're going to head towards that twisting torso right there right now. Okay, it was so windy here that whatever I was saying at this point, you couldn't hear me. But that bridge right there is a technological and engineering marvel. It was completed, I believe, only a few years ago. Maybe, I mean, sometime in the early 2000s. It's something like 6 miles of a bridge, or maybe 6 kilometers, I guess it is. And then 4 more kilometers of a tunnel. We're here at the beach. That's the Twisting Torso, the tallest building in Scandinavia, 54 stories tall. Very cool building. It rotates 90 degrees from top to bottom. It's another civil engineering masterpiece here. Sally is out here collecting seashells on the beach in Malmo. The city has finally come to life a little bit. This is Soder, kind of the main shopping area, pedestrian mall here. I think it was the big square right there. And it's about 11:45. We'll get some lunch sometime soon and soon be on our way back to Copenhagen. Malmo City Hall behind us. Babe, can you believe we're in Sweden?
I can.
It's so cool. This is St. Peter's Church in Malmo, and it was built in 1319. At least that's what I read. And we're inside St. Peter's now. It's beautiful as far as the fixtures go. You kind of expect to see something on the ceilings and the walls, but that organ is so modern looking. I'm surprised by that. Oh, there's the old organ right there. We're at an Italian restaurant in the little square. Sally got a pizza. They don't slice it. I think they can they'll charge you 20 kronen to slice it, something like that. That's insane. I got spaghetti with meat sauce. Can't go wrong with that, can you? About to leave back to Copenhagen, but maybe a quarter mile from the central station is this lighthouse here. You can't see anything as far as you can see. Heading out to the North Sea out there. We decided to come over to the Twisting Torso. I just think this thing is super cool. Look how windy it is. 54 stories high. This is the astronomical clock that is located inside City Hall. It's actually free to get in, so if you're in Copenhagen, I encourage you to do so. Designed by Jens Olsen, but it wasn't made until after he died in 1944, I believe it was. It's been sitting here in City Hall since about 1955 when it was finally completed. It shows, I forget what the word was they used, but actual time, like it's 9:20, but it shows 8:20 because I guess they probably adjust for time, daylight savings time here. So I think it's called just astronomical times, but it shows a whole bunch of things. Something here. This is the planets, by the way. It did say that one dial on this thing will make one revolution every 25,753 years. So I guess that's probably that. How often is that Uranus, and how often does that revolve around the sun? But it's got Gregorian calendar, Julian calendar. Here's something accounting for the different time zones, which is unique to astronomical clocks, because the time zones didn't exist until I think it was 1884. So any previous astronomical clocks wouldn't have accounted for the time zones. And they show you the inner workings of it, which is pretty cool. See it clicking there? Sally's so nice. She offers to take pictures for old men in front of the town hall and the Scandic Palace Hotel. One last thing I wanted to say, if you like this video, please hit like and subscribe. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap up this video here from Copenhagen on a misty and cold Friday morning in mid-September. I think we both really enjoyed it. The weather wasn't that great. It was cold and rainy or misty the whole time, but love this city. Let's get the city hall there in the background. In Malmo, Sweden was also enjoyable. So if you're thinking about coming, I highly encourage you to do so.
Ciao.
Peace.